welcome to Tammy's Window on Calaveras. And as you can tell, I'm not Tammy. I'm Sarah Lunsford, and I'm filling in for my friend Tammy today. And I have a special treat for you, a gourd artist, who is Carole Meltzer. Hi, Carole. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you.
So you're with the Amador Gourd Artists group?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that group.
Well, we are a club that's based in Amador County, but we have members from, Tuolumne, Calaveras, El Dorado, Sacramento area as well.
Oh, they come from a long way.
They come from a long way. Yes, there are very few clubs around.
Okay.
The next nearest one is Folsom, and then we have there's one in Placerville.
Okay.
And so people tend to kind of find the one that's geographically closest to them and what works for them.
Okay, so how long has the group been a group?
The Amador Gourd Artists started in the early 90s. I'm not really positive of the exact year. It seems to be in question. Some of the original people are not around. So,
okay, sometimes that happens,
yes.
yeah.
So it was about 1991 as far as we can tell.
Okay.
And it was later that we got our 501c3.
All right.
Because we are an educational group.
Okay.
So we do foster education, arts, and we provide scholarships for youth once a year. And then we provide educational opportunities for seniors.
Okay.
And others. There's some that aren't quite seniors yet. And it is not a criteria, but most of our group are senior citizens.
Okay, so it kind of reflects the area that we live in.
Yes,
okay.
yes. And I think people who aren't working any longer have the time to work on the craft.
Okay, so what gets people interested in gourd art?
Well, I got interested. I had gone to the Taste of the Arts in Amador County, and one of the classes was to paint a gourd.
Oh,
and I thought, this is kind of fun. And I got to know one of the teachers, and we became friends, and she told me about the Gourd Club, and I've been hooked ever since because it's endless what you can do with the gourd.
Okay.
There's so many mediums that you can use.
Okay, so let's kind of expand on that because it's not just the gourd itself. There's different types of gourds you can use, right?
Right, they're all hard shell gourds. They're in the the pumpkin squash family, but they're hard. As you can see, these are hard, and but they come in all different shapes and sizes. Most of the types have names.
All right.
This, let's see, this is a large Chinese bottle. This is called an apple gourd, which obviously it's shaped like an apple, so you paint it to look like an apple.
Yes.
But you can do other things with it.
Okay.
And others are, this is a cannonball gourd. That was probably, could have been a Chinese bottle that had the top cut off. I don't know how that one started out. But you can see the different types of things you can do. That particular one has pine needle coiling, and it's called floating coils that have the beads in between there.
Oh, okay. So
that's
that
a
has
technique.
a special name to it.
Oh, yes, they
wow.
are, like any art form.
Okay.
The next one over here is got a crushed glass inlay.
Okay.
It's got alcohol ink on the bottom, and then the top is kind of what they call Zentangle. And it's just different kind of crazy designs that have been wood burned on. And then there's a little copper leafing in there.
Okay.
This little tiny one here is
just a little
pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, and it's just painted with stuff glued on.
All right.
And we were going to show you. Going to hold those up. This one is a small Chinese bottle, and it has a little hanger. It's a Christmas ornament.
Oh, okay.
It's gotten tangled up.
Yeah, it's got a little tangled.
It's a little bustier. It could be a Christmas ornament or just something cute that you hang. And then this is another little, they call it Tennessee spinner, and it's just turned into a little owl.
Look at that owl.
And again, that's with a lot of just
like acorn eyes.
Wow. And the nose is the seed from the gourd. When we cut open gourds, just like a pumpkin, it has pulp and seeds, but it's instead of gushy like a pumpkin, it's all hard and dried out.
So you actually take them from an actual gourd with seeds and everything in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We get them. They're all. It's just a plant. It takes anywhere from 7 to 12 months to dry out in the field because it has to go through a molding process and hardening process.
Now explain that to me because I'm kind of curious because I always thought with gourd artists, I know some gourd artists who are just absolutely amazing. I've never really talked in depth with them about the art. I assumed that they they got the gourds and they were already kind of what I would think of as cured, like ready to go?
Sometimes you can buy them that way.
All right.
There's one gourd farm down in Southern California that we can buy prepared gourds that are already cleaned, cut, and so forth, and ready to do a craft on.
Okay.
They're more expensive that way. And some of our members grow their own gourds. So when they're out in the field, it's just like any other vegetable. When it's green, it can be eaten.
Okay.
It can be cut and cooked like a squash.
Okay.
So it takes a little longer. And you can bake it or boil it just like a squash.
Okay.
But then it sits out in the field. You don't harvest it if you want it to be a ornamental gourd until the vines and the leaves have all dried off.
Okay,
and
so
then
it has
you
to
can
be
cut
totally dry.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do when you want to have a hard shell gourd for art.
Okay.
And then after it's harvested, it has to sit in a cool, dry place and go to about 7 to 12 months, depending on the size of the gourd, the weather conditions. There's a lot of factors.
Okay.
It goes through a molding process.
What's a molding process?
It's all moist inside, like a pumpkin. It has to all dry out. And in that process, it causes a mold over the surface.
So literally a mold.
Yes, it's a mold. And there's a white mold, a black mold, but not like that bad black mold.
No, we don't want any of that.
Not that black mold, but it's a black in color. And,
Okay.
And so when that happens, once it's dry and ready to go and has finished that process, then it goes through the cleaning process. And there's lots of different methods on cleaning the outside.
Okay.
And then when you cut them open, like this one, then there's all the guts inside, just like a pumpkin.
Okay.
And
I'm just gonna hold
and
this
that
up
one's a
and have
clean.
them.
That one's a raw gourd inside.
So
I
right
haven't
in here.
painted it or done any treatment. Sometimes I paint or line with paper.
Okay.
And so then you can do whatever you want to do with it.
Okay.
And this baby, if you want to go and hold it up, this one,
I'll
you
hold it up.
straight up, straight back, and I'm going to put it, because this is a thunder gourd.
Holy moly!
Now just give it a shake, because you can either shake it.
Wow!
There you go.
That sounds like thunder.
Yes, it does. And that's one of my big ones. I have smaller ones as well. But they're a lot of fun, and they're very popular at craft fairs. But it's just a drum head and a spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so it is just a drum head.
Out, and then, and again, just painted, decorated, and, some get more different ornamentation. But they're a lot of fun. They're very popular. But again, another way to get interested in gourds, if people are interested in learning, is we have monthly meetings.
You do,
and we meet in at the ag department up by Airport Road, up by the food bank in Jackson.
Yes.
And they have a meeting room there. We meet there on the second Thursday of each month.
Second
at
Thursday
9 o'clock.
In the morning.
Which is tomorrow, but we're off site tomorrow.
Okay.
We have once a year we go to a member's home and do more of an all-day project. Because each meeting, not only do we have our business meeting where we're running events and so forth, but then we have either a hands-on or a demonstration of a new technique. So we're always learning new techniques or perfecting one that we've been struggling with.
Okay.
And we have what's called gallery, where we take whatever we've worked on in the month to share with others and that sort of thing. So that's one way of kind of getting introduced to gourds.
Okay.
But then we have a couple of other events coming up that are really exciting.
Okay. Before we get there, though, I still have questions about picking out the gourd. So, a lot of sculptors, they say that they see their sculpture in the rock or in the marble or in the wood.
Yes.
When you're out looking for your gourd, do you see what you're going to create?
Sometimes I have something in mind that I'm looking for something specific.
Okay.
Other times, if I get a good deal on a whole bag of gourds, I just buy them and put them in my
see what happens. Okay.
And they eventually kind of speak to you.
Okay.
And so, you kind of look at one, and sometimes you might have it for a year or two, and it doesn't talk at all. But again, I tend to. I'm still learning. And growing, and I'm starting to branch out with different styles and things that I haven't done before. Tomorrow, I'm taking a Tenerife class at our board meeting, and that's it's kind of hard to explain, but picture a little bit bigger hole here, and there's kind of like some like you were doing weaving, only it's going to be like a warp, only going around the hole, but not real close together. And then there's weavings that go around it, and you can weave in beads and different color of embroidery threads or yarns, depending on the size that you're doing. And different color just makes different designs and patterns. And I'm going to be working on a smaller thunder gourd doing that, so it's going to be the sound hole that's going to have the Tenerife.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the plan. We'll see how that goes.
You have to bring it back next time,
There we
right?
go. Yes.
So you have different educators come in to your meetings and
It's
teach
usually
the
members.
Oh, it is members.
All of our members. Once in a while, we'll bring somebody from the outside.
Okay.
We have done that in the past.
All right.
If someone's available to come in, and it depends on our funding. How much money we have in the bank.
Yes.
Because we have to pay someone to come in generally. So, but we do that. We try to do it at least once a year.
Okay.
Because it is kind of nice to get some new things,
some new
blood,
so to speak. Come through.
Yes.
So you have events and festivals through the year too.
We are having a big event coming up in September.
Okay.
If people have been familiar with the gourd world at all, the Davis Ranch, down Highway 16, had a gourd festival there annually. That was the only Northern California gourd festival for many years.
Okay.
And they stopped doing it. I think the last one was 4 years ago. Time kind of gets away.
Oh, okay.
And I think the last one was 4 years ago.
Okay,
and
so quite a while.
It's been a long time. So for California, you have to go down south to be part of a festival.
Oh, wow.
And 2 years ago, our club and the Folsom Gourd Club went together and had a festival in Folsom.
Okay.
But we decided we're going to have one up here, and Folsom's going to have one in spring.
Okay.
So for our festival in September, it's the 7th and 8th of September, and it's going to be held at the gorgeous Amador Flower Farm.
Really?
And we're partnering with them. They do grow gourds there, and we're hoping that they'll maybe expand on that a little bit.
Okay.
Especially if having us there. We're trying to kind of get a collaborative going.
Yes.
Because there's not a lot of places up north here to buy gourds. And
Okay.
so we're hoping that they'll expand a little more because we do buy gourds from them.
Okay.
But the festival is going to have a competition, of course. That's one of the high points.
Okay.
And the competition is sponsored by the California Gourd Society. So we will have certified judges that will judge those. It's open to anybody that wants to submit a gourd. Okay. And all the gourd categories are judged by the standard of the California or the American Gourd Society, actually, because there's a bigger organization. But there's going to be one category that's not. This is going to be a new thing.
Okay.
It's the Amador Flower Farm category.
Oh, nice.
So it's just anything related to the farm.
Okay.
And it's going to be judged by the staff and the owner of the flower farm.
Oh, that'll be really nice.
And that one actually has a $100 cash prize. So
Wow.
that's going to be fun.
Okay.
But that's going to be kind of something unique.
Okay, so there's different categories.
Yes, there's a lot of different categories, and whether it's painting, whether it's coiling, whether it's wood burning.
Okay.
There's several categories that are in there, and then it's based on beginning, intermediate, and advanced or masters. So there's levels depending on what your level of artwork is.
Okay.
And it's all spelled out on our website, which we'll get to.
Okay.
Also, we will have vendors that will be selling not only gourds, because it's a gourd and fine art festival. We're combining it this year to kind of launch it and until we can really maybe make it all gourd. Maybe we never will. Who knows?
Okay.
And so there'll be vendors there selling either their finished products or maybe it's a supplies company or whatever.
Okay.
There'll be food truck.
Nice.
As well as the 4-H will be on hand. They always have a food booth at the flower farm.
Okay.
At events. And then there's going to be classes.
Oh, there
the
will be.
classes will be, the festival's actually Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
But Friday is opened up for classes. So there'll be 3 days of classes.
Wow.
And we have 3 teachers coming, one from Southern California, one from Arizona, and then one of our own members who's spectacular. She's the one that made Happy, which I'll go into in a minute too. And so there's 3 classes, and any level can really do it. Because it's all day, and they take you step by step. They provide almost all the materials. You have to go on the website to see if you sign up for a class, it'll tell you what you need to bring.
Okay.
And in some cases, there might be some tools involved, which kind of panics people if they've never done this before.
Yeah.
But there's usually somebody there that can share a tool.
Okay.
I know Joyce Campbell brings extra tools.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want someone not to do it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Call me.
Okay.
But the classes are a lot of fun, and on the website you can see the pictures and the description of what will be done.
Okay.
Here, Kitty Kitty is one of them. It's this cute crazy looking cats.
Oh, okay.
And there's giraffes. There's I can't even think of all the different classes, but it's just really going to be fun.
Okay, so then I imagine that comes with a cost.
Oh yes, you register online. It's anywhere from $55 to $85 depending on the class.
Okay, but that includes everything.
That includes everything because they provide the gourds and the supplies, except for maybe tools and bits. Some of them might even have select drill bits for sale. If you have a Dremel, that works. For either carving. A lot of people have Dremels.
Yes, they do.
So it's
okay. So tell me, as far as the festival goes, when you're driving into the Amador County, the flower farm onto their grounds, where exactly is the festival going to be?
We are going to be kind of over everywhere. Okay, if you've been to the flower farm, they have the gift shop, and then they have that one area that has the big canopy.
Yes.
That's where a lot of the vendors will be.
Okay,
then down the lawn, we have other space for vendors who, will provide their own canopies. We also have a canopy cover down there. And then just right adjacent to the flower farm is what's called the schoolhouse. People who are familiar with that know where that is. Yeah. And the tram will be going up there. So people will park at the flower farm. Unless they're taking a class, then they'll be parking at the schoolhouse. But the classes will be at the schoolhouse, the competition, and more vendors there.
Okay.
So some of the vendors who wanted to pay the price to be undercover and under a locked door, paid a little more for that venue.
All right.
So we're kind of using the entire space.
So it's a beautiful place.
Oh, it is fabulous. I've been there for some of their events at a table for selling gourds. And I just love being there. It's so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And their flowers are divine.
Yes,
and their
they
prices are very
crazy.
good. Yeah, they're really very affordable.
Yes, absolutely.
And, I'm still eating the Thai basil I bought from them last spring. But it's really great.
Okay, so that's September 6th and 7th.
Well, 7th and 8th is the actual festival.
And the classes are on the
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
All right.
And vendors can set up on Friday. We still have some vendor spots available.
Okay.
And we still have some spaces left for the classes.
Okay.
So it's getting close.
So what's the website address for people if they want to go take a look?
It's real easy. You just Google Amador Gourd Artists, and there it is. It
comes right up.
AmadorGourdartist.com.
Okay.
It's real easy to find. We also have a Facebook page, Amador Gourd Artists.
Okay.
And so we wanted to keep it simple so people could find us.
Yes, absolutely.
And our other great event that we're having, that maybe this is a little pricey or the weekend isn't right for them, or they really feel intimidated by these advanced looking items. The sample, unfortunately, is at the public library on display.
Okay.
But we have our holiday workshop. It used to be called an ornament workshop in October. And we would make 3 different ornaments, but we decided not to limit it to ornaments. So it's holiday. It could be just fall. It could be Christmas. It could be an ornament. It may be not.
Okay.
Well, this year we have the cutest little candy dish that looks like Santa Claus from the waist down. All made out of gourds. It's adorable.
Cute,
and then a couple of other different ornaments. Different techniques. There's one that has wood burning involved. So it just gives them a chance to try different tools. And they don't have to bring anything for that.
Oh, they
All
don't.
materials.
Everything's there.
Is provided, and that is a fundraiser for our scholarship program, for our youth scholarship. So, and that's October 19th.
October 19th.
And then go to the website and find our contact information, and it's $45.
Okay.
And you just have to bring your lunch. It's held in Ione at the Ione Memorial Hall.
Okay.
On Market Street, and not Market Street. It's South Amador Street. I have to stop and think. And so
I think of things in anyway. Roads.
You turn on Market Street.
Exactly.
I'm
like, you're just like,
So that and that one is a little bit easier for people who are just getting, if they aren't into artsy things, but anybody can do these things, and that does benefit our scholarship program. Okay.
So tell me a little bit more about the scholarship program. You said that there's a youth and then a senior scholarship.
Well, the senior scholarship isn't really a scholarship. We'll start with the youth scholarship.
Okay.
So far, what we've done is we've made a donation to the Amador Arts Council because they have a scholarship already in place. So we just make a donation to that.
Okay.
But we are talking about doing our own instead of doing that, and because we'd like to get more involved.
Yes.
And to really further the arts, and we're that part of the application would be that they were going to be majoring or at least going into art in some way.
Okay.
Would give them more points. It's
Yes.
not limited to just them.
Okay.
But we want it to really kind of foster the arts program in some way. So that's just in the planning stages.
All right.
I don't know that it'll be accomplished for this year because we always send out that check in December.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have, with the festival and everything happening, we
It's
don't
a
have a lot
lot.
of time to develop that, the application process
Yes.
and the interview process and all of that.
Absolutely.
So, but that's
Okay.
something we're excited about considering.
Okay.
But in the meantime, we will continue to forward it on to the Arts Council.
Yeah.
And
So you are pretty involved with the Arts Council then?
well, some of our club members are more. We partner with them.
Okay.
And we have some members who are members of the Arts Council and very involved in that.
Okay.
And so that kind of gives us a kind of a connection.
Okay.
It's the networking of all these like kind of
Yes,
organizations.
exactly.
They're a broader Arts Council. We're just gourds.
Just more niche, towards the
one
gourd.
specific thing.
Okay. Now, when people get into gourd art, do you find that they stay in it for a long time?
For the most part.
Okay.
We've had a few new people come in like me and are still doing it.
Okay.
And I think it's like anything, you might burn out or decide that there's a different season in your life or something else has kind of piqued your interest. I find that I still have a lot to learn with gourds that I haven't done yet.
Okay.
So, because there is so many different things you can do.
Okay.
We have one artist, he's been with the Gourd Club for quite a while, and he does a lot of sculpting with clay on the gourd.
Oh,
and he's done some
okay.
incredible Native American looking gourds that have,
Wow.
Indian faces, horses.
All right.
He also did one recently that he just got I think it was Best of Show at the Amador Fair in the Fine Arts division.
Wow.
And he's now taking the pulp out of the gourd and saving it. And kind of like with making paper.
Yes, that's
he's
what I was
wetting
just
it
thinking.
and making stuff. And he did a teepee out of it, so it's kind of a relief. It's
Wow.
and using the pulp of the gourd.
Okay.
So he's been experimenting with that a lot, and
Okay.
it's just looking fabulous.
Wow.
So yeah,
Because that would add a lot of texture.
yes, and dimension. So
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
flat. And so he's doing a lot of sculpting kind
Okay.
of things, and he's made some incredible pieces.
So how many people do you actually have in your group?
We average about 30.
Oh, you have quite a
And
few then.
We do. We've been attendance at meetings are anywhere from 20 to 30. We have others that can't make it to meetings but still want to be part of the club and make it to events. And
Yes.
some people work and can't get to the meetings that morning unless they can get a day off or something.
Yeah.
Because it is
True.
on a weekday morning.
Yeah.
But we do try to have some weekend activities and things when we can. And
Okay.
I've taught a few weekend classes. With
Okay.
the Thunder Gourd.
So how did you find the Thunder Gourd?
There's a guy in Nampa, Idaho. His name is Ron Swank. He is the king of gourds. He's the one that kind of started the Thunder Gourd.
Okay.
I should say the king of the Thunder Gourd. and I can't remember whether I just saw a tutorial or what. And so I bought his tutorial and the parts for it. He has really good quality springs. I've had other springs that weren't as good. I don't know whether it was just me or
interesting.
different.
Maybe a material or something.
Yeah, so I just get my materials from him.
Okay.
I was hoping to get him to be a vendor or a teacher this year, but he's not traveling this year. So
okay.
he has been at Silver State in
okay.
Carson City, and he taught there and had a booth there. Great guy, and loves to share his craft. He also does wind
nice.
chimes, and he has kits and tutorials, which that's going to be my next thing. After
Wind
my
chimes
Carambo.
made with gourds.
Yeah, so you have the gourd like this hollowed out, and then there's no drum skid, and there's a thing that goes up inside that hangs down with the chimes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, so that's going to be one of my future.
Your future.
Gotta try it out. Yeah. But so that's how I learned about the Thunder Gourd, and I thought, well, it doesn't look that hard. I can play with that and try it. And he told me what adhesives to use and how to. So I had to buy a big circular sander because with a big gourd, it has to be as smooth as a baby's bottom
in there,
and flat for the skin to adhere.
Oh, okay.
And very level. So
wow. Okay, so you just kind of see things and you try them out, I imagine.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned Silver State.
Oh, Silver State is Nevada's festival.
Oh,
They have just a state club there, and they have their festival in Carson City once a year. And theirs is I think the week after ours or the week before. I can't remember now, but it's usually in the fall sometime.
Okay.
And but they have a big festival up there.
Wow. So there's a lot of events around Gourd Art. So if you get involved at any level, you know, that's kind of a fun thing.
And we always encourage people that to find a local club to be part of.
Absolutely.
And then,
do that first.
Yes, and because you get a lot of support and a lot of ideas, you share ideas, and then the local clubs belong to a state club.
Okay.
Or we encourage members to also be members of the California State. California Gourd Society. Because they're the ones that support our competitions. They advertise for us. They send up judges and provide the ribbons, all that sort of thing.
Wow.
And then the states, then we also can become part of the American Gourd Society.
Okay.
So, and we also encourage that. And they put out a quarterly magazine that is to die for.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, the photographs and ideas, and then you get to know what all the states are doing.
Oh,
if people who like to travel, we've got snowbirds that go to the Gourd Festival in Arizona. That travel around, especially the retired people that are traveling. So to know where the players are is kind of fun, and you meet a lot of great people.
And I imagine every state is different.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
A little bit different, because it's reflecting the state.
Oh, absolutely, in design.
Yes,
absolutely.
that's what I was thinking.
In Arizona, you're going to see a lot of Native American designs.
Absolutely,
and it's just really wonderful.
Wow.
Southwestern.
Okay.
But they all kind of conform into the American Gourd Society kind of establishes the I hate to use the word criteria, but the judging and stuff and what they're looking for, and there's always going to be differences of opinion.
Yes,
they want to see the gourd. They want to see the raw gourd. They want to know it's a gourd. If it's totally covered, is it a gourd? And they all have different opinions on that.
Yes,
so they're looking to branch the categories in competition so they can accommodate because the art has been growing.
Yes,
in design, and so now the categories have to kind of grow with it to accommodate those things. Because there's some incredible artists out there. We have one member that does the most amazing beadwork. He has, huge ones, but we're talking the itty bitty micro beads.
Wow!
But he does it on leather that he. And this isn't glued on. He kind of, if you picture this gourd, and he does it in paper first, like the globe where you have your like you're doing a globe, you're peeling an orange.
Yes.
He does it in paper first to get the shape.
Okay.
Then he transfers that onto the leather, and then he hand stitches the leather pieces around that gourd.
Wow.
And then he beads with a surgical needle those itty bitty micro beads.
Wow.
And the pattern is usually in his head. He's not. I'd have to watch a paint by number or something. And he's been on the cover of the American Gourd Society magazine a few years ago.
Wow.
And he just does amazing work. And I'm privileged to have one of his ornaments. We have a gift exchange in December, and we all have to bring an ornament we've made. And you don't know what you're going to get when you get that bag. And I got his.
Wow. So you were fortunate.
I feel so blessed. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Wow. Well, actually, we're pretty much out of time. So thank you for coming. And I want you to say again, September
7th and 8th.
7th and 8th is your festival.
And October 19th is the holiday workshop.
Holiday workshop. Don't forget those people, those dates. You want to learn how to make little gourds. Yeah. So thank you for coming.
Big gourd.
and big.
Well, not this big, but
And thank you for joining us here. And Tammy will be back next time. Take care.